Oh, this is a super exciting one. This is the drone video for the 3-acre tract at Bryant Creek in Douglas County. Just an awesome, awesome river tract. It's got a lot. It's got a lot going for it. I'll explain it as the video goes here. So we're parked. The truck is parked on the north side, just off the county road. The property does have a private approach, private little driveway. We're going way up in the air to try to get a complete overview of the property. So we're looking to the south, and this is one of the few river tracts, or creek tracts, I guess, where you actually own both sides. So on most river or creek tracts, you might own to the center or just to the edge of the water. On this one, you literally own directly across for a couple hundred feet onto the other side. So we'll see that in a second here. So we're backing up with the drone trying to get a good shot of it. That's a pretty good shot. So yeah, you can see where the truck is parked. Beautiful open meadow. Phone will be at the county road. Power is directly on the property. You can see that at the edge of the meadow there. There's a short trail that leads through those trees directly to the sandy site at the creek. And I believe we'll see that in a second here. Okay, so we're gonna fly, I think we're gonna fly the whole property and get to the south side and then spin around and look at it again. But oh, look at that creek, it's beautiful. Bryant Creek is just gorgeous. Crystal clear creek. Really good fishing. We could see fish in the water right there off of the site. It's beautiful. It's a great creek for floating as well. If you're into floating on your canoe or your kayak or your raft, there are a couple bridges. There's a bridge upstream and then another bridge a little ways downstream. So it's a perfect little float if you just want a short, half-hour float or something for the kids. It's awesome. Float right by your property. We're getting near the south end, and then we'll spin around in a second here, and we'll look to the north at the property. So heavily wooded on the other side of the creek. Okay, here we go. So spinning back around, now we're looking to the north. So we're basically a couple hundred feet over the south side, and we're looking to the north across the creek. You can see that red truck, which is parked on the north side of the property. I do want to mention, like we mentioned on most of our river properties, anything that's adjacent to a named river is very likely to be in the 100-year flood zone, and this property is no exception. The south part and the north part as well, that field, are going to fall within the 100-year flood zone. Now, there are no building permits required in rural Douglas County, so you can build on the property, but you would almost certainly, well, you certainly would want to elevate your structure several feet off the ground to keep it high and dry. Your best bet would be, if you were to build something, to build on the north end of the field, and like I said, elevate your structure several feet in the air. We had a big flood here a few months ago, huge flood, and although the water wasn't high in the field, it was running through the better part of the field. So keep that in mind, that it could get wet. Like I said, it doesn't mean you can't build there, but it does mean you'd want to elevate your structure. And if you were building a home or a cabin on which you would have a mortgage, your finance company, your bank or whatnot would require you to have flood insurance. So something to keep in mind. So now we're obviously directly over the creek. We're looking toward the east, properties on both sides. When you look on the left, you can see an area that the guys had just weed whacked, where the grass is a little shorter. And that is a pure sandy beach. It is just insanely cool. It's this rich white soft sand. If you were to rake it, you would basically have a volleyball court. It's awesome. I actually drove the truck all the way out there right to the edge, and I regretted it because I sunk into that sand. I was able to get out, but I definitely don't recommend driving your car or truck into that sandy area. It was almost a bad scene for me. It was fun though. So yeah, now we're looking back toward the north. That trail goes through the woods, and up through the meadow to the county road. There you can almost see the truck. And I think what we're doing here is we're going way up to take a look at the creek and to show you the little route we took for our float trip that we did out there recently. 3 or 4 of us went out, and on the right you can see that bridge over Bryant Creek. We put the canoes, put them in right there at the bridge, and then we floated on down, floated past the property. Beautiful, fun little float. In that clear water we could watch all the fish as we floated. We continued on down, and in a minute here you'll see the spot where the Hunter Creek runs into Bryant Creek. Creates a beautiful picturesque place, a big I guess what they call a hole of water right there, and it's just gorgeous. There you can see it on the right. That's Hunter Creek, where it flows into the Bryant Creek. And that was a really cool spot to go through with the canoes, or the kayaks I guess we had. And then we continued on down Bryant Creek, another 1/4 mile or so, to a big bridge, and that's where we had somebody meet us with the truck and threw the kayaks in the back and went back up to the property. There's the bridge right there. So it's a great float. It's a great float for me because I don't like super long float trips. That's a church camp across the way there, so you've got some good neighbors in the area. But it's a great float trip for little people too. We had a 9-year-old with us, and she thought it was fantastic, so it was a good length for her. But I mean, you can have a 3, 4, 5, 6 hour float if you want to. There are a lot of drop off and pickup points on Bryant Creek. So anyway, that's the overview of the property. This was a pretty long video. You can check us out at InstantAcres.com to see if this is still available. You can give us a call in the office, or you can email us at sales@InstantAcres.com. And if this property is sold, you can see what else we have, and we can definitely hook you up with a property you will love. Oh, please subscribe to our videos. InstantAcres.com.